Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now July 6th of 2020, and ever since the very end of the Skywalker saga, a lot of fans around the world have been very skeptical about the future of Star Wars by Bob Iger and Bob Chapek, and how they're really going to handle everything related to, of course, Disney Plus and the theatrical releases, and all the books, novels, comics, and video games. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the one thing about Disney Star Wars is that, yes, we do know that they are in a phase of desperation in order to really get Star Wars back on its feet and to really get the ball rolling again to really deliver something special for the fans. They already have over 10 years worth of Star Wars projects in the works, and that is just for Disney Plus alone. That's separate from the actual new Star Wars movies. Now, with that being said, when we look at everything related to the new Star Wars TV shows, there is one in particular that a lot of fans are 100% against, and myself included, and that, of course, is the Leslye Headland Star Wars TV show by, of course, Kathleen Kennedy, since she is going to have full creative control over this new Star Wars TV series, at least for the most part. Now, thankfully, George Lucas was able to regulate some of the plot elements of this new Star Wars TV series. If he did not regulate this, it would have been far worse. But everything that has been happening behind the scenes over at Lucasfilm and everything that's happening with this new Star Wars TV show only seems to be getting worse month by month as we go throughout this entire year of 2020. Now, with that being said, what's really intriguing is, of course, with both Disney and Lucasfilm now finished with The Rise of Skywalker, they are also focused on their new Star Wars universe, and even their new Star Wars trilogy of films. It's noted that behind the scenes, many changes are being made to the Star Wars franchise, and that Bob Iger and Bob Chapek are working very closely with each other in order to create a better future for Star Wars in general. Now, it's explained that her new TV series is already in the writing process, and that Leslye Headland is aiming to make Ruby Rose from the Batwoman TV series into a new chosen one for the Star Wars franchise. It's described that Leslye Headland's new Star Wars TV show will explore the idea of having multiple chosen ones in the new Star Wars TV show, and that both Ruby Rose and Brie Larson will portray two new chosen ones in the new Star Wars TV series for Disney Plus. Now, let me just stop right here for a second, is that this is one of the main reasons as to why I think that this is a terrible decision by really kind of making the concept of the chosen one less special. If we take a look at the prequel trilogy, it was only Anakin Skywalker, and that's pretty much all it was. Of course, Disney tried to make it Rey in The Rise of Skywalker, but thankfully that's going to be retconned. Now, further, it's explained that this is also Kathleen Kennedy's idea to have Ruby Rose as a Jedi who was counted as a chosen one in the new TV series, and that Headland will be using some of Kathleen Kennedy's original ideas from the High Republic, such as including the use of Jedi riding dinosaurs in the new show that will give a new form of transportation for the new TV series. The show is also set to completely change the philosophy of the Force and how it works in this new project by Leslye Headland. So the thing about this that really sounds like a complete failure is that she's also borrowing elements from the High Republic era, Kathleen Kennedy's version of the series, of course, which was going to include tons of woke culture, identity politics, and, well, dinosaurs, which does not mix with Star Wars, at least in my book, and that's exactly what Headland will be using for her new TV show. The thing that I think is really going to be a big problem with a lot of Star Wars fans is the fact that this new TV show is tapping into the concept of the chosen one and changing all of it from start to finish, really kind of just including multiple chosen ones in her new TV show that will be done by both Brie Larson and Ruby Rose as two new Jedi that will be by far the most powerful Jedi ever in this new Star Wars TV series that is really going to be quite possibly that, Batwoman 2.0 or The Last Jedi 2.0 type of backlash. I can only imagine what the fans are going to think about this once it releases in the next couple of years, and exactly what it's going to look like once it comes into fruition, and once it's all put together, finally, by, of course, Leslye. So, the other thing that I do want to go over that I really believe is very important is that, in a way, it's almost as if this kind of takes a toll on the character of Anakin Skywalker. Let's not forget that everything related to Anakin, what makes him so special is that he is indeed the Chosen One. You know, this was a thing right from the get-go in the prequels, in the Phantom Menace, of how Qui-Gon Jinn discovered that, you know, with his midichlorian count. And the fact that they're going to change the concept of the Chosen One and how they're going to really make it less special just seems to bother me as a Star Wars fan, and I'm sure it will for a lot of you guys out there as well. So, Kathleen Kennedy, once again, this is further proof that she really doesn't know what she's doing with Star Wars by hiring creators like Leslye and just letting them do whatever they want to do to the Star Wars universe. So with that being said, guys, you know, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.